writing on the top line, Wednesday. Okay, so then you don't get confused. So then I'm just gonna redo number 1 on here, and I'm gonna go really fast through it because I've already gone through it on the board. So you rewrite it all out. In the parentheses, 5 plus 22 times the quantity, 35 minus 27 plus 6 squared. And we said 5 plus 22 was 27 times 35 minus 27 we said was 8 plus, and we said 6 squared is 36. Then we did the math, and we said 27 times 8 is
216
216. And then we're gonna do 216 plus 36
is 252.
252. So we've done line by line by line, going down every line. Number 2, you are going to want to do it on your graph, and that is why I'm going to start just having the graph up there, because I cannot zoom in on the graph here, and it's a little bit harder to see. It says plot the following points and find the area of the figure. 3, 5. So I go over 3, up 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Negative 1, 5. So I go to the left to the negative 1, and I go up to 5. Negative 3, or excuse me, negative 1, negative 3. So I go left to the negative 1, down 1, 2, 3. Here's my negative 3. Then I go 3, negative 3. So I go to the right, 1, 2, 3, then down 1, 2, 3. Some of you are putting lines and making it look like a rectangle,
Is that fun?
which is great. Does it say we're making a rectangle? If you're not, that's okay too. But we need to find the area. So I need to find the length. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4. So it goes 4 along the bottom, and then what's the length of the side? 8, because I count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So on my paper for number 2, I'm going to write the formula. Area equals length times width. So it'll be 4 times 8, and it's 32. Very good. Put a box around your answer. Number 3 is a little bit difficult. Remember I said sometimes it's just easier to draw a picture and help us picture it in our head and figure out what we need to do. It says on a coordinate plane, point A is located at 7, 4, and point B is located at negative 8, 4. What is the distance between the 2 points? So I'm just going to draw a fake coordinate plane. You know, I'm not making all of it. And the first point is 7, 4. So I'm going to go over. This is like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that's 7. Up 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So, and where those meet is right there. So that's 7, 4. My next point is a negative 8, 4. So I got to go to the negative. Negative 1, negative 2, negative 3, negative 4, negative 5, negative 6, negative 7, negative 8. So that's my negative 8. So I go negative 8 up to 4. So this is negative 8, 4. To find the distance between the 2 points, you go, and I can just go from this negative 8 on the number line to this positive 7. And I can just count the number of ticks between the 2 numbers. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, where am I at? 8, and 8 is at the 0. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So the distance is 15. Here's another way you can do it. If it takes from a negative 8 to 0, how many ticks is that? 8. From 0 to 7, there are 7. So 8 plus 7 equals 15.
Oh yeah, that is a lot easier.
Number 4 says 3 miles equals how many feet? Well, if you're like me and Carter, we forgot over the summer how many feet are in a mile, because that's just not something. But I'm gonna tell you, we need to keep practicing it, because in 7th grade, that is a skill that they
Bless
wanna
you.
have, they want us to have memorized. So we're gonna do quite a few of these problems, and once you kinda remember, you'll get it memorized. So how many feet are in 1 mile, Carter?
5,280.
Thank you. Bless you. So I need to figure out, but that's for 1 mile. I need 3, so I multiply. So, and
the paper over a
I
little
would-
bit because where you're
Yep,
at, it didn't
yep,
go.
I sure can, thanks for letting me know, Shay. 5,280 times 3, you go through and do your math, that's a 0. 8 times 3 is 24. 3 times 2 is 6. Wait, I didn't carry that right. Hello? 6 plus 2 is 8, and then 3 times 5 is
15.
Then put in your comma. 1, 2, 3, comma, and my label is feet. Just add it. 5.
You're off the page.
Thank you. How long will it take you to drive 175 miles at a speed of 25 miles per hour? So if I'm going at 25 miles in 1 hour, I want to know how long it will take me. So I need to know if the hour stays. How many hours is it going to take to travel 175 miles? You're setting it up as an equivalent ratio. Then we're gonna solve by cross multiplication. So 1 times 175 is 175. 25 times x is 25x. I've got to get rid of the 25
Oh, I'll get it, sorry.
by dividing it by 25. Dividing this by 25. So 175 divided by 25 is, if you do your math, I think quarters. 25 cents is a quarter.
You're off the thing again.
25 cents is a quarter, and 4 quarters in $1, that would be 100. 3 quarters in 75 cents, so that would be 4, 5, 6, 7.
Ethan Cook is leaving.
I'll just catch you up tomorrow.
Okay.
Sure.
So x equals 7. Actually, tonight you can go on and I'll have the videos there.
Okay.
And you can make up for it there. So x equals 7. Another way that you could have done that is by making the equivalent fractions looking up here. 25 times what gives me 175? Well, that's 7. So 1 times 7 is 7. You get the same answer. 6. You want to do it right on this worksheet. 5 times 2 is 10. 3 times 3 is 9. So 2 times 6 is 12. There you go. That's your answer. All right. This is an integer problem that I said that you're going to start learning about integers. You will need to learn how to do it on a number line. And you're working with negative and positive numbers. We're starting with the negative 1/2. Okay? When you start on the number line, your starting point will always be 0. So I'm going to start at 0 with a point. Everybody put a point there. Then you're going to go to your first number. My first number is a negative 1/2. Negative, do you go left or right? So I'm going to go left an arrow and stop at the negative 1/2. And I'm going to put a line there. Then, that's my next starting point. Okay? So my next starting point is on top of it. Then I look at what am I doing next? Well, next I'm adding. So when I add, I go to the
Right.
And how many places?
2.
Now it's not just 2 ticks, because that's only a half. That's a half. That's 1 hole. There's 1 1/2. That's 2 holes right there. draw my line. So my answer is 1 1/2.
Oh,
I'm going to show you how to do it on your line paper. You're gonna start by writing the problem. Negative 1/2 plus 2. Okay? I have, it's an addition, one's negative, one's positive, so we're just gonna subtract. So I'm gonna take 2 minus 1/2. Can I take 1/2 away from nothing? No. So the 2 becomes a 1, and this becomes 2 halves. So 2 halves minus 1/2 is 1/2. 1 minus nothing is 1. Then your rule of integers is you take the sign of the bigger number. Well, is 1/2 bigger or is 2 bigger? 2 doesn't have a sign because it's positive, so it just stays positive.
Mrs. Belden, that's number 7.
Oh, thank you, yes, because 6 we did on our paper. And number 8. 4 times the quantity, 1/2 plus 5/4.
You're going off.
There we go. Plus a negative 5. We're gonna write 1/2 plus 5/4 up and down. We're always gonna write fractions, adding and subtracting fractions up and down. So I'm gonna do 1/2 plus 5/4. To add and subtract fractions, you have to have a common denominator. My common denominator is going to be 4. So 2 times 2 is 4, so 1 times 2 is 2. Leave 5/4. So 2/4 plus 5/4 is 7/4. That is what we just did in parentheses. Bring down your 4 plus a minus 5. So now I take a whole number times a fraction. Put 4 over 1. I'm going to reduce this 4 and this 4 by 4. So that becomes a 1. This becomes a 1. So 1 times 7 is 7. 1 times 1 is 1. So if you have 7 over 1, that's just 7. So now I have 7. Bring down the plus a negative 5. One's positive, one's negative, so you just subtract. So what's 7 minus 5? 2. And take the sign of the bigger number. Is it going to be a negative or
No, it'd be a
positive?
positive.
Positive, and so I don't have to write the plus there.
I did.
Okay, at this time, you are to take 2 pictures, go to my web, go to the Bellwork, make sure it's there from the module.
I'm sorry.
Here,